All right, here we go. It says here warm up. Sketch that and Steve to remain in range. I'm going to start with Joe and work my way around the class. Joe, we're going to use Spider-Man today. Spider-Man being this basketball player. First thing to know, this graph is what? F2 is 4. Okay, all right, what else do you know about this graph? Period is 120, how did you get that? Okay, so again, that's the number in front of the brackets, which you divide by. Okay. What's next, please? Okay, what does that mean, though, as far as my graph goes? Yeah. 60 degrees left. So think of this as the very same, Nate. Think of this as the very same as in the regular f of x transformations. When you deal with x or your bracket, it's like the opposite, right? So it's going to be going to the left. Jared, what did you now, please? Yeah, what's the axis? Axis is going to be 1. Very good. I'll pass for you right now. I'm going to go to Jenna. Jenna, what do I know, please? What's left? I have my action points and where's Coast Guard at? Okay, sorry guys, please stop. Action points is 90 over 3, good. Shot to 30 degrees. Okay, and back row, where does cosine start at, please? 1, okay. Now I'm going to change it from 1. I'm just going to say cosine starts at max. Okay, and Melanie, where is the maximum on this graph? It's not 1. It's the maximum of this graph. Okay, so again, if you say 1, it is the highest point, but it's not necessarily 1 on the graph, but it's the highest point. Okay, are we feeling okay about that? Now again, you don't have to write this stuff out on your test. Okay, I can hear Nate saying that's the least amount of work I can show possible on this graph. Okay, as long as your graph is good, that's fine. All right, again, I'm not going to give you this. I'm just going to give you the top half. I'm going to say graph. Okay. All right, if I'm graphing this though, Devin, what's the first thing I should do, please?
You should
Sounds good.
And then you should make each unit 30.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's just consider a few things that I'm going to try. Okay, so I have to get to 60 degrees. It's sort of like this. Okay, so Devin said he's going to do that first, and that's fine. Devin said he wanted to do. I'm going to do my y. And there's going to be 0. Okay, so Devin, you said you want to count by something left and right. What are we going to count by? 30. Now, please note it's your action point and not your shift. And I was doing this with my 3M class. For some strange reason, we use this to count by. Right? So it's a 60 degrees. So we're going to just count by 30s. It should basically be 1 square left and right is 30 degrees. Okay, so what square is it? It's going to be that. Try it. Okay, you may say, Mr. Sadler, you said to count by 30s and yet I counted by 60s. Can someone please tell me what I did there? Yeah, and what did I do there?
Just skip once you put 60 every 2.
Yeah, I did 60 every 2. So every individual square is 30, but I sort of labeled every other one. Okay, just because if not, I'd be pencil all the way across the interface. Okay. Adam. I said Alex for a second in my mind. Adam, what do I do next here, please? Good. Okay. So I'm going to label this. We'll go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make it 1, make it 2, make it 3. Okay. So this has been checked off. Action points are done. I'm going to do my axis next. Okay. what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my green line out, and I want to do a dotted line sort of this across. That's what my axis. So Rena, I'm going to skip you if you don't mind, because you weren't here yesterday. I'll come back to Liam. Liam. Next, I'm going to do my amplitude. What does the amplitude going to give me? Your maximum. And so Liam, what's the max on this graph going to be? 5. Good. Okay, so again, think you're starting at 1, you're going up 4 to 5. Okay, you're not done, Liam. What's the minimum point of my graph, please? -3. Now, there are some students, let's call them Jared, no, I'm just joking, with Jared, that will just draw their graph from +3 to +4 to -4 because the amplitude is 4. Please note that's not it, right? It's got to be up 4 and down 4 from your axis, right? Again, the way I always think of these graphs are like your axis is like the water level. Again, the waves going up and down, right? Like, so the waves going above and below. All right, fourth is going to be a phase shift of 60 degrees left. Can somebody tell me in English, we'll put up to anybody, what that actually means? This is really, really important to show. Very good. Your first point or your maximum is going to be at 60 degrees behind the axis. Excellent. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my line here. Right about here. And I'm just going to write start right there. Again, you don't have to write start. Again, it makes it so much easier. Okay, Maddie, where's the first point on my graph, please? Okay, well, this is going to be your start point. You know, this is your start point this way, right? So why don't you do that? Yeah, you're not sure. Okay. So the first point is going to be your start left and right is -60. And again, because it's cosine, it starts at the max. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go from 0 to 360, but I'm just going to do that to help start the graph. Okay, so again, Joe made a good point. He said, it says, Mr. Sadler, I got a graph from 0 to 360. That's true, but I'm going to start with that point off the graph just so that I can sort of see how the rest of it's going to go. Now, if you were not here yesterday or did not look online for the detailed notes I put on this lesson, this is, now we have everything filled in. We just got to connect the dots. Amy, where's my next point, please? Yeah, it's -30 and 1. Yeah. All right, so all we did is we used an action point. We just went to the next spot. Morgan, where's the next point, please? Yeah, good. So again, you're just going to go over to 0 here and then down. Right. Lovely. All right, go. Next point. Good. Joe, next point. Okay, so hopefully you can see the pattern here, right? We're just continuing on here. Kayla, next point, please. Yeah, 90 and 91, very good. And I'm going to pick on the 3 further out yesterday, starting with Carrie. Carrie, what's my next point in the graph going to be, please? Nope.
Oh, we went down.
Yeah, I was just saying, the graph, sorry, what we got, I didn't actually connect the dots, right? We're up here. So it's going to be 120. Good. Sabrina, you're next. We had 120 and -3. The next point's going to be. Close. You said 180 and -3. Well, every step here is going to be 30, right? So even though it's not labeled on here, the next point's going to be at 150. So we're just going to bounce then from here back up to our axis. It's going to be 150 and 1. Then it's going to be. All right, Caitlin Smith. Sorry, 185. Lovely. Okay, right. You're just connecting the dots now. I'll do the rest of the graph. Again, Joe had showed good insight on this. He said, Mr. Sadler, you only have to graph from 0 to 360, and that's true. Okay, so again, if you wanted to start at 0 right here and do that, that's fine. Okay, but I have to make sure I get all the way to 360, which I'm going to do right here. Now, one thing I should note is that this, oh, sorry, hopefully we'll put that online. I'll edit that out. This is supposed to look like a wave. Okay, it's supposed to be a wave here, okay? What it is not supposed to be a straight line. You guys all have been, since you're in grade 9, all of your math teachers have told you, linear, is a straight line. This is not linear, okay? This is a curve, so it should be a curve. It should not just look like a V, a bunch of V's. It's not a bunch of V's, all right? Okay, are we feeling somewhat okay? Okay, look, everyone put their heads on their desks. Bringing you too quickly and getting you too quickly. If you're having problems with this, raise your hand right now. Okay, cool. Heads up, please. Okay, I'm going to do domain and range here right now, and then we're going to move on to the lesson here. Okay. Domain and range is what? Jared, go. Data is any real number. Now, I'm also going to throw a little curveball on you. In general, it's state is anything. In general. Why can I include that second part in this graph here? Yeah, on the graph I wrote it has to be 20, 360, right? So in both of these, I'll give correct marks for because for the graph, because of the arrows, it goes on forever, right? So I will count that. But again, you can also, if you want to be technical, you can do that part too. Can I get someone else that's brave? No one's brave but Jared for the range. Devin, be brave. Go.
Okay. Y is -3 is less than or equal to y plus 5.
Wonderful. Okay. So again, all the y values just go from -3 to +5. I'm going to pause that right now. I'm going to ask questions here before I start my lesson.